Welcome race fans here to the Michigan International Speedway for race number 15 of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Up Series season. We are live here from Michigan for the Quicken 400, race number 15, 30 laps for racing here today. On the front row we have the number 4 of Kevin Harvick, two-time winner in 2015, looking for win number 3 as he starts on the pole for the second time this year. On the outside pole is the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, won this race last year. Row 2 we have the 42 sophomore driver Kyle Larson. Alongside it is the number 24 of Jeff Gordon. Row 3 Clint Boyer looking for his first win of the year, and Brad Keselowski in the 2 car. Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Brian Vickers, and Denny Hamlin will be your top 10 when we go racing in just a short matter of moments. As we are inching our way closer and closer to the chase for the Sprint Cup, right now, Matt Kenseth is your point leader. He has a 22-point lead on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, and Brad Keselowski your top 5 in points. And I'm looking at the points right now, and Edwards, let's see, Edwards, McMurray, Logano, Newman, and Truex are in the chase on points. Will somebody make their way into the chase by winning a race today? We'll find out as we go racing into the short matter of moments. But first, here's your starting grid for today's Quicken Loans 400. Here now on a final pace lap. All 42 drivers fired up their engines and they are now rolling down in turn 1. Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson in front row, but we have some breaking stories entering this weekend's race. First off, it's including BK Racing, as they have made a driver change, or more like a driver swap, this weekend at Michigan. Matt DiBenedetto, who normally drives the 83, is now driving the 23 for BK Racing. JJ Yaley, who normally drives that 23 car, is driving the 83 this weekend for BK Racing, and Yaley does have a new sponsor as well. Also up here is we have the number 12. That is a third Penske car, and that is Ryan Blaney driving it. But behind Blaney, you see, is a Wood Brothers car entered in the field. That's not Blaney, that is actually Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher making his Spring Up Series debut today for the Wood Brothers. And Chris was on 30th in that Motorcraft Quick Lane 4. And this is kind of a special paint scheme for the 21 car as well. You got Ty Dillon in the 33 in the field today as well, the RCR number 33. Up front though, Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson in front row. The Quicken Loans 400 is underway, and Harvick gets us underway from Michigan. And Jeff Gordon gets a great jump on the front row. He moves to the outside lane, to the outside of his teammate Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy's put in the middle as Gordon makes a move to the outside. Will he get a run coming off turn 2? Larson on the inside. He moves by the 48, and Gordon getting a run off turn 2 on the outside lane. It prevails him to go in the 3rd place, and we already have a big crash back here involving Michael McDowell. Crash in the back. They're racing back to the line. Can they get through? Turns 3 and 4. Battle for the lead. Kyle Larson to the inside. Gets around Kevin Harvick. And Larson to the lead. Gordon to 2nd. Harvick falls back to 3rd off turn 4. And there's some damage on the number 7 of Alex Bowman. And also involved the 14 of Tony Stewart. JJ Yaley involved in the 83. But the guy with the worst amount of damage is the 95 of Michael McDowell. Making his 3rd start of the year. And McDowell, a lot of front end damage and a lot of rear end damage and a lot of right side damage on that LeBon Family Racing Ford. Let's go back and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the day on lap number 1, as we did not get a long green flag run. Starts with somebody getting turned right on the get-go up ahead of McDowell. Trying to find and see who it was. Might have been Tony Stewart in the 14. It was AJ Allment. No, yeah, it was Tony Stewart right there. Got turned by Matt Kenseth and comes up the track. And McDowell, just an innocent bystander, comes up into Alex Bowman. Matt DiBenedetto. That's JJ Yaley. keep on forgetting. Now to look at it, there's nowhere to go for McDowell. Did not expect that 14 to come up the track really that quickly, and he was running behind the 46 with Michael Annette. Bowman, a new sponsor. Yaley, driving a car with a new sponsor for BK Racing, and then Yaley almost runs into Bowman, and he does. Stewart drives away, but the 95 is stalled down in turn 1, and his day will end early here on lap 1. Kyle Larson in the 42 is your race leader as we are back live from the Michigan International Speedway. Larson, who ran yesterday's Xfinity race, is your leader. Got around Kevin Harvick on the start of the race, and now Jeff Gordon is in second. Kevin Harvick back to third, Jimmy Johnson, and Brad Keselowski. Joe Logano, Ryan Vickers, Clint Boyer, Paul Menard, and Denny Hamlin, who won yesterday's Xfinity race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., and AJ Allmendinger, your top 15. Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane, Eric Almirola, Carl Edwards, and Justin Allgaier. Kurt Busch, Biffle, Reagan, McMurray, Blaney, Hornish, Ty Dillon, Newman, Busher, and Kyle Busch. Casey Mears, Trevor Bayne, Michael Annette, Cole Witt, Brett Moffitt, David Gilliland, Jeb Burton, Matty Benedetto, Tony Stewart, and Alex Bowman. Actually, Stewart and Bowman are one lap down. JJ Yaley is the last car on the lead lap at 39th. And McDowell out the race in the garage, done for the day. And remember, we just talked about the yesterday's Xfinity race. Kevin Harvick lost the win to Denny Hamlin by that much. 0.01 was the margin between Hamlin and Harvick. But we see a finish like that again today. Kyle Larson and Jeff Gordon, front two, were back on the way from Michigan. Johnson making the same move Jeff Gordon made on the start. Moves to the outside of third place runner Kevin Harvick. Can't make anything happen. Now Logano to the inside of his teammate Keselowski for 5th place. Now Paul Menard and Clint Boyer side by side with Denny Hamlin pushing Boyer down the straightaway. Boyer has had a good couple of races lately. Right now, until now, he gets put in the wall by Denny Hamlin. Spins out the track and collects Menard, Stenhouse, and Ryan Blaney. And Menard tumbles down the straightaway, down the turn 3. And Denny Hamlin smoking Clint Boyer. We were just talking about him having a great run. Gets turned in the wall by Denny Hamlin, comes down the tracks, and comes back out the track. And Boyer, who was 26 in points, collects Paul Menard, 22nd in points. Ryan Blaney making his around a 5th start of the year. Tony Stewart involved by Denny Hamlin. Won a few weeks ago at Dover. Luckily, he already has a win, meaning he will be in the chase. But Boyer, not what he needs right now, as Clint Boyer is pretty much in a must-win situation right now because he's too far down in the points to make it in on points. And we were following along with the wreck right here. You're going to see Clint Boyer, he's going to get turned by Denny Hamlin in the outside wall, and that's going to end up, and Boyer tries to save it, ends up coming down the track. Denny Hamlin gets turned by Menard, and here they all come spinning up the track and nowhere to go for the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and also Ryan Blaney in the 12 car. Runs right into Clint Boyer. And watch David Gilliland miss this wreck. Does a nice job getting through, and Hamlin runs back into Blaney. Tony Stewart, nowhere to go, runs right into Blaney as well. There's Bowman and Yaley in the grass. I believe Stenhouse will be able to continue, but Hamlin, Boyer, Blaney, and Menard, their days are done. So that will leave us with about 36 cars remaining on track. Tony Stewart has took his 14 car behind the wall, so Stewart will not finish the race. Neither will Ryan Blaney, Clint Boyer, Paul Menard, or Denny Hamlin. So that will leave Alex Bowman as the only car one lap down. We will take you back to the green flag when we return to Michigan. Back live here at the Michigan International Speedway, going back to green with 20 laps remaining. The sprint 20 to go here at Michigan. Kyle Larson has been out in front for all 10 laps. Can he hang on and get his first career win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series? Jeff Gordon, the 24, has 2 wins this year. A third win would absolutely do it to make the chase for the 24 of Jeff Gordon. Kevin Harvick, even though he has 2 wins this year, he is 16th in points after having a lot of troubled races in the past. Jimmy Johnson, who would have guessed that our 6-time champion would be 15th in points, struggling to make the chase in 2015. Right now he runs 4th behind the top 3. Brad Keselowski in the 2. Already he has 2 wins this year. After the win at Las Vegas and Bristol, right now he runs inside the top 5 with his teammate Joey Logano still looking for win number 1 in 2015. Brian Vickers, Martin Truex, Matt Kenseth, and AJ Allmendinger having a great run inside the top 10. 35 drivers are on the lead lap, 36 are on track. We're back in the way from Michigan. And hopefully we can have a green flag run from here. And can Jeff Gordon make a move in the 42 Larson? To the inside comes the number 2 of Keselowski on the inside of Jimmy Johnson. But Jeff Gordon on the inside making contact with Kyle Larson, and he's going to turn Larson and get loose. Here comes Kevin Harvick to the inside, trying to take advantage of the 24 and the 42's contact. And McMurray almost gets a turn by the 21 of Busser. They're 4 wide back here, Reagan in the middle, Ty Dillon up top, Kyle Busch in the 18. And look at all the positions the 48 has lost of Jimmy Johnson. But up front, new race leader Brad Keselowski as he gets the push from Martin Truex. Look at all this racing up here. Keselowski, Truex, Jeff Gordon, Brian Vickers. Martin Truex does not have a win in 2015. He would love to get that first win today after he lost a race that he could have won last weekend at Pocono. And there's a guy who won last weekend at Pocono, Kurt Busch at 41. And Johnson all the way outside the top 15 from the 48 car. That has been the season right there. He seems to have speed, but just can't make it work out to finish it off. And we saw right there Trevor Bayne and Casey Mears making contact off turn 4. But we have just been able to go 2 laps under the green flag. They're still racing very aggressively up inside the top 10. And we have a new race leader, Martin Truex Jr. has gotten out to a huge lead on Brad Keselowski. He already has about a 5-car lead on Keselowski. He's getting pushed down into turn 3 by Jeff Gordon. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson, who lost the lead after Gordon almost wrecked them in turn 1. A couple laps to go. Right now Larson 5th in front of Brian Vickers, who's having a great run in 6th. Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, and Dale Jr. in top 10. And right here, Sam Hornish makes contact. Up in the outside wall goes Allmendinger. And this is a big crash back here. Michael Annett paws right into his teammate Justin Allgaier. Jimmy Johnson, AJ Allmendinger, Casey Kane, Stenhouse involved. Michael Annett, JJ Yaley, Carl Edwards, Jamie McMurray. A lot of good cars torn up, which will allow some guys like Jed Burton or Matt DiBenedetto, Cole Whitt to get great finishes should all these guys fall out of the race. As there's a 46 of Michael Annett, his day will end here on lap 14. McMurray, Allgaier, Johnson, Kane, Hornish, Edwards, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and AJ Allmendinger, who was having a great run in the 47. His day will end after this big crash down here in turn 1. And it happens in front of all these guys. Happens all the way up here when the... let's see. Sam Hornish Jr., Carl Edwards. But right here, Allmendinger is going to turn Hornish down into the 19 of Edwards. They all make contact. Allmendinger comes up into Almirola. And then nowhere to go for Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson. But look at Chris Buescher getting by Ryan Newman, David Reagan, Mears. Annett runs right into the back of his teammate Justin Allgaier. There's David Gilling getting through, Cole Whitt. Austin Dillon got involved. It's a big scat of cars down here in turn 3, or turn 1, as Casey Kane and Justin Allgaier are coming down pit road. We can tell you that Michael Annett and Jamie McMurray have retired from the race. Not sure what's going to happen to Kane and Allgaier. Casey Kane does have a win, but right now 17th in points. And right now he is looks like they're going to try to fix some of the damage on the 5 car. We'll take you back to the green flag when we return to Michigan. Martin Truex Jr., your race leader. Okay, we had the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 47 of AJ Allmendinger out the race along with Trevor Bayne, as he has took his 6th car behind the wall with a mechanical failure. Right now, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Larson, Brian Vickers, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, and Dale Jr. your top 10. Eric Almirola and Chris Buescher right now running in 12th place, a great debut so far for the 21 of Buescher. Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch, and David Reagan in top 15. Casey Mears, Brett Moffitt, Ty Dillon, David Gilliland, and Greg Biffle. Cole Witt, 21st. Matt DiBenedetto, Jed Burton, Austin Dillon, Carl Edwards, Sam Hornish, Jimmy Johnson, JJ Yaley, Casey Kane, and Justin Allgaier. We got 30 drivers on the lead lap, 31 on track with Alex Bowman, 1 lap down. Next weekend, the Spring Up Series is off, but in 2 weeks, the NASCAR Spring Up Series will be heading to the Infineon Raceway for the Toyota St. Martin 250. And we're back on the way here from Infineon. Keselowski up high, Jeff Gordon to the inside for 2nd place. Remember in the last restart, Gordon made contact with Keselowski, getting them down here in the turn 1. About wrecked both of them in a lot more cars. It's a little bit more cleaner for the 24 Gordon. He moves to the inside of Keselowski. Vickers and Kenseth making some contact. We got turn number 2. Eric Almirola, 43. Chris Buescher, 21. A great run out of Almirola. Right now running inside the top 10. Should he get a run the 88 of Junior? And should he not get trimmed by the 21 of Buescher, who makes it 3 wide for the 10th spot. Now Ryan Newman getting up in this battle for the top 10. 78 playing away Martin Truex Jr. And here comes Logano to the inside of his teammate Keselowski. Martin Truex Jr. has pulled away from to a pretty big gap on Jeff Gordon. 5 car lengths lead on the 24 Gordon. But Kyle Larson and Joey Logano trying to get their first one of the year. And Matt Kenseth in 5th. Having a great run in that 20 car. Right now your point leader right now. Brad Keselowski, 6th. Kevin Harvick, Ryan Vickers, Kurt Busch, and Chris Buescher, your top 10. An outstanding run out of the debut for Chris Buescher. Remember back in 2010, Trevor Bayne made his debut at Texas, driving his 21 car. It led him to a pretty good few seasons ride in this 21 car, which took him to a Daytona 500 victory. Right now, Buescher runs 10th. Almirola, Ryan Newman, Dale Jr., Casey Mears, and Kyle Busch, top 15. Ty Dillon, David Reagan, Brett Moffitt, Austin Dillon, and Greg Biffle. David Gilliland, Sam Hornish, Jimmy Johnson, Jed Burton, Cole Witt, Casey Kane, Matt DiBenedetto, Carl Edwards, Allgaier, and Yaley. 8 to go at the line. Logano and Kenseth battling for 4th place as Larson is starting to catch. Martin Truex Jr. last time by, the 78 was quicker than Jeff Gordon. Kyle Larson 3rd. And here's Logano and Kenseth. Truex needs to be nice and smooth for 8 more laps. He needs to run at least 8 more qualifying laps if he's going to hang on and get his first win of 2015. Martin Truex right now 11th in points. The last 2 races we've seen the driver get their first win of 2015. Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch. It's today Martin Truex Jr.'s day. Can he get that first win? Last time by, Jeff Gordon was a little bit quicker than the 78. But how about Kyle Larson? Does he have anything for the front 2? And does he give Gordon any payback after what he did on that lap 10 restart? Matt Kenseth now 4th. He won the race earlier this year at Martinsville. Sorry about that. And then we got Joey Logano right now inside the top 5, 7th in points, still looking for his first win. And Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Ron Vickers, Kurt Busch, and now inside the top 10 is Ryan Newman. He's had a tough couple of races. Still to 10th in points right now. He's right now running in 10th place. And how about a great run for Ty Dillon in that 33 car to the inside of Chris Buescher. This is for the 12th spot. This would be a career best for Ty Dillon. Casey Mears up here having a great run in that 13 car. Kyle Busch in the 18 right now running 16th. Brett Moffitt, David Reagan, Austin Dillon, and Greg Biffle. David Gilliland, Sam Hornis Jr. battling for 21st place. And they make contact here off turn 4. That will allow the 48 of Jimmy Johnson to close in. You know, Johnson right now 15th in points. He needs as much points as he can to make the chase. And Truex, last time by, he was a little bit slower than this 24 Jeff Gordon, but the fastest car on track is the 20 of Matt Kenseth. And he's going to make contact with Kyle Larson. Watch out. They come off turn 4. Who's faster this time? 37.02 to a 37.17. So Truex extended his lead just a little bit on Jeff Gordon. But now the battle is on for third place. Matt Kenseth and Kyle Larson. A great run for Brian Vickers, your Daytona 500 champion, right now 14th in points. Now making a move to the inside of Kevin Harvick, a two-time winner in 2015. Ryan Newman up to 9th now, trying to get in this battle for 7th place. Newman, one of the fastest cars at the end of the race like Kenseth, right to the back bumper of the 55. It's going to give him a little drafting help down the straightaway. That's something that Kevin Harvick really needed if he wanted to win yesterday's Xfinity race after he lost it by just that much over Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch to the inside of Casey Mears, and now they're driving by the 21 of Chris Buescher and Eric Almirola. And there's the 78 of Martin Truex driving by the 7 of Alex Bowman to put him a second lap down. And let me tell you, that 20 car is coming in a hurry. Kenseth to the back bumper of the 24 Jeff Gordon. He makes a move to the outside, side by side for the second place. Now Kenseth pulls back to the inside of Jeff Gordon. That 20 car is the car to beat right now. He makes a move to the inside. Kenseth and Gordon battling for second place. That 20 car is coming in a hurry. Now Larson trying to take advantage of the 24. If a caution comes out, that is what Martin Truex wants to see. That way Kenseth will not have a chance to make a move on Truex. Coming to 2 to go, this time by 9/10 quicker last time, or 7/10 quicker last time by for Matt Kenseth. 2 to go for Michigan. That 20 car is faster, and he is closing in. Down into turn 1 they go. Kenseth has caught Truex. Can he pass him? No. Kenseth has came from about 3 seconds behind in the closing 8 laps to get where he is right now. We have a lot of smoke up here, possibly from the 83 of J.J. Yaley. And we have the 24 blowing up again. Jeff Gordon up in smoke on lap number 29. It's deja vu for the 24 as he blowing up early or late in the race. Last weekend at Pocono, a second race. Oh man, we got contact with Truex, and Kenseth catches the 83 of J.J. Yaley. Well, looking back at Jeff Gordon in a moment, but up here the battle is on. Martin Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth, nose to tail as they come down the back straightaway. Can Kenseth do something down here in turn 3? He needs to drive that car in hard, but Truex is nice and smooth, and the 78 will get the win. Coming out turn 4, can Kenseth make a move off turn 4? Coming down the line, Kenseth's there, but won't make a move. Martin Truex Jr. wins at Michigan. Martin Truex Jr. hangs on barely over Matt Kenseth, and he gets his first win of the 2015, and he becomes the 12th different winner to win a race in the 2015 NASCAR Spring Up Series season. Kenseth, Larson, Logano, and Keselowski are top 5. Jeff Gordon, 24th place right now. Now it looks like he'll probably finish 29th. Jeff Gordon, who blew up at Pocono last weekend, blows up again this weekend for Jeff Gordon. It's a tough break for the 24. But man, what a battle that was. What a heart-racing moment that had been for Martin Truex Jr. to see Matt Kenseth catching him very, very quickly. But Truex is the winner here at Michigan. Ryan Newman 6th, Dale Jr., Brian Vickers, Kurt Busch, and Ty Dillon. You saw at the end of the race that a lot of drivers started to fall off speed-wise. Some guys were really starting to get faster. Some guys like Kenseth and Newman. Ty Dillon, a top 10 finish. Casey Mears, 11th. Brett Moffitt, 13th. And Chris Buescher, a nice top 15 finish in his Cup Series debut. This was a one-race deal for Chris Buescher. And running out the field, Tony Stewart and Michael McDowell. Next weekend, the Spring Up Series is off, but the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series from Iowa and the NASCAR Xfinity Series from Chicagoland will be next on this channel. But it'll be another 2 weeks until we see these guys racing at the real course. The Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma. Martin Truex Jr. won there 2 years ago. Can he go and get his second win of the year next or in 2 weeks? We'll find out. But for now, congrats to Martin Truex Jr. on his first win of 2015.